You introduce us, Ben.
No, we're not introducing anything.
We are.
No, we can't introduce yourself.
Yeah, what's going to
How do you start a podcast?
We're going to start with an intro, and then it's just going to be like, talk Suicide Squad.
That's not introducing us. Oh, Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. I'm starting Suicide Squad.
Wait, you don't know what I thought of it yet.
What do you think Suicide Squad?
I thought...
I'm so nervous what you thought because
I thought it was fucking awful. It was so bad. It was so bad, Michael. It was one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. It was bad,
really
but
sad. No, I'm for real. I watched it at home. I watched it on my TV. I watched a really bad copy.
I thought I was going to be the bad person.
So that started. We're both going to be the bad person. That's why I didn't want to start a Suicide Squad because everyone's going to turn this off. I thought it was atrocious. And I need to ask you a question because I think what happened, and maybe this is just like a testament to how bad it was, but I'm wondering if the version of it I watched online was edited by the person who uploaded it. Was there a part in the very beginning when there was like a scene with Harley Quinn and then it just immediately faded to this like dinner meal with fucking Viola Davis for no reason? It just like cut out in the middle of the scene?
No. Not that drastic. For me it was
so weird.
Because when I was I actually saw it with subtitles.
Yeah, mine had subtitles too.
I saw it with subtitles.
Mine was someone recording it and like they put a camera on the back of the seat and just fucking watched it. Like that's how bad it was. But like so like I didn't give myself a fair chance, but I'm so glad I did not pay money to see this.
Because I don't want to. I saw it with subtitles and it started, okay?
Yeah.
It started and I was like brilliant. It was like that cool kind of colourful Warner Brothers joke. And then it was like at the bottom it was like the animals, the house, and I was like, there is a house.
Yes.
And I was like, oh cool, really good song. It's a good song for the opening credits.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Braille. And then all of a sudden
But
I couldn't even hear the dialogue because all I just kept was in the head. I was like, this song's so good.
There was so much music in the first 5 minutes.
And then
there was like 25 songs.
And I was like, this is a good song. It's going to say Suicide Squad, big right. And it's going to be like, there he is. It's going to be like, they call the rise. And then all of a sudden, it's like, you don't own me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
and then it cut to her. And
so
then it did
I was like, so there's a second song. And then it's her like being all weird. But then she hit a bar or something.
Did that happen?
And then it was like, please allow me. And it was like Rolling Stones. And I was like,
wait, who was playing over the Rolling Stones song?
It was Viola Davis driving in. Didn't cut straight to
Oh, no, I think someone cut something out of my film.
But for me, they were like music videos. Because I had the name on the subtitles. It was like The Animals, House the Rising Sun. And then it was like, You Don't Own Me. Then it was like...
Oh, wait, it said the name of the song?
Yeah, in the subtitles.
Oh, right.
It was literally like... And then, what was weird for me was, it introduced Deadshot, then it introduced Harley Quinn, then it introduced Viola Davis.
Yeah.
And there's been 3 songs, and then it says the name of the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like... Okay, so
that's it. That was like the
one movie has 3 songs with not much dialogue, and then introduced the movie on the 3rd song.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then
what happened?
They introduced Deadshot again, and they introduced.
Oh, was it him as a kid?
Again.
Okay.
They literally introduced. them twice. I was like,
know.
what was the point? Why not just start with Waller, with Viola Davis?
You know, it was really funny. When I was watching the trailer for it...
I was like, that's what I was saying. I was like, the first 10 minutes, I was like...
The first 10... Oh, yeah, you were saying that. That's why you wanted to talk about this.
I was so...
First 10 minutes just made me, like, really scared. I was like,
really,
I have to sit through this. It was... Okay, whether or not it was one of the worst films I've ever seen, I have it on IMDb as a 3 out of 10. So.
I always give reviews on IMDb. I'm like, bang!
Yeah,
like Ghostbusters, I don't even like Ghostbusters, and it's a 10 out of 10 for me, because I feel so sorry for the whole cast.
Oh,
I was like,
Jesus
10 out of 10.
Christ. What did you give this?
Like a 4.
Yeah.
Four,
okay,
5.
so I give it a 3.
I was just disappointed.
But I only have 2 other films that are below
like this, BVS, even the trailers to BVS, I was like,
Can we get to that later? Because I have a really interesting thing to say about that. First thing I want to say before I forget, it's really funny, because when I was watching the first trailer for this, you know when Harley Quinn's like upside down in her cell, and she's like hanging, I thought that was the Joker. I thought he had fucking long blonde hair, and I thought it was really scary. And then turned out it was her.
Oh, we'll get back to the Joker. Believe me, we'll get back to the Joker.
Okay, it was... Okay, it's a 3 out of 10, and I only have 2 films that are below that on my IMDb, but I don't review all.
3 or 4?
3.
Oh, it's 3.
Did I say 4?
I don't know if it's 4, I can't remember.
No, I didn't. But it is one of the worst edited films I've ever seen in my life. The editing is insane. Like what you're talking about, the music thing.
That's the editing.
That's editing. Like and the editor's really good. He did like Nightcrawler. He did Warrior.
But the director is good, like too.
Director, I haven't seen his films. I heard about Fury. Fury looked amazing.
Fury, Training Day.
Training Day was the one he did. Yeah, so it's David Ayer, and what happened was supposedly that when when they edited the trailer, like this film, someone said something really interesting. I don't remember who, but they said it was like, this film seems like it was made by YouTube commenters for YouTube commenters. Because what happened was when they uploaded the first trailer, remember the first trailer was really like dark and gritty?
Yeah.
And then people didn't like that.
First trailer was amazing.
First trailer was really scary.
It was amazing.
Great. I liked the second one too, but then the second one was completely different. So suppose
But
what they did was...
with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, exactly. But they supposedly they got a third party editor, like I don't know what this even means. I've never heard of this happening before, to edit the film for them, which I just, that's like the weirdest thing in the world. Like, I don't understand that. And you can tell, you can feel it.
Oh, was that Gilroy? No, what movie was that where Tony Gilroy came in or something? What was that? I can't remember. It might have been him. I can't remember. Something like that.
I don't know, but it's so weird. I don't understand it. And it feels like there's a great thing on IMDb about all the stuff that was cut out of it that are in the trailers.
But like that's not good enough. If you make a movie, you should only have like couple of scenes cut out.
Oh, I'd say there's about 4 hours of footage cut out.
That's stupid. Who makes a movie like that?
But you can't you feel it?
I did. Like even with the music, I was like, that music was not meant to be there.
Okay, so
I said that music was put in like last week.
Yeah,
like, that music off.
What I was saying is that what I was thinking is like before you when you start writing a film, at least when I do it, and I know a lot of people do it, you make like a playlist on YouTube of all your favorite soundtracks that you can listen to get the tone of your film right. So like when I was making our film, I had like loads of time travel stuff in it, for example, and I just feel like they had all the songs that ended up in the film on their playlist. They wrote the film and then they were like, include every single song in the fucking film. Like every single song was crammed in there for like 30 seconds at a time. It was so weird.
But everyone I talk to, within 30 seconds, the people that like the movie, and if they like it, they like it, but within 30 seconds, they're literally like, on the soundtrack, man. I can't stop listening.
Like, it's just great
but
music.
Those songs, like the songs, like it's not a great score.
No, it's not.
Soundtrack.
And it was like, really weirdly used. It was very distracting.
I was like... and then didn't I think Captain Boomerang had a, like, dun. I was like, oh my god, Boomerang has a song also.
Yeah. Let's go, what things did you like about the film? Because we both didn't like it, so...
It's weird, because I liked Will Smith.
I liked Will Smith.
I
like Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie's best thing, but Will Smith never gave anyone else a chance. Everyone was like, oh, Will Smith, like he stood back.
Well, see,
He wasn't Will Smith, but he still, every time there was a dialogue with anyone, it was Will Smith and someone.
Yeah, but,
you know what I mean?
See, the thing is, like, it's the fucking editor. The editor decides how a scene goes. Like, you write a scene, you film the scene, and then the editor gets to pick how it goes, and the editor can, like, butcher a performance. That's why even Margot Robbie was amazing, but her performance was, like, altered so much by the editor. It felt weird. It felt like, I was like, why was she doing so many things she did? But I'm sure she knew why she was doing it, and I'm sure the character was justified to do it in the script, but it was just... Ugh.
I like Boomerang. But, like, I like them, but did I see them? I have to say, it was about an hour into it, I burst out laughing in the theatre. When he was like, this is Katana. Oh. I was like...
why the fuck was she there?
I literally thought...
Who was she?
Did the writer forget?
Yeah, she just hops on the helicopter.
It was like he was writing, he was like, oh,
no,
shit,
you know what's the
Katana's in the Suicide Squad. I gotta go back and write a Katana.
The funniest bit in the whole film was when Slipknot tries to get away and he shoots up into the building and gets blown up immediately.
You know what
that was not a joke. Saying that sounds like a joke. Doesn't that sound like it's a bit in the film where that funny thing happens? Oh, that was like 100% serious.
No, that was serious.
So funny. He's like hanging from...
Could you imagine someone midnight screening Suicide Squad? Their favourite character is Slipknot. They've all the Slipknot comics.
Nobody's favourite character is Slipknot.
No, but imagine Slipknot comics dressed up as Slipknot, like Slipknot, yeah, let's go. And then boom, Slipknot's dead.
It was so funny.
I would have been so upset. I'd be like, what?
Okay,
who treats their characters as like Slipknot?
Things we like. Okay, so we like Margot Robbie, we like Will Smith.
I like Will Smith. I like Will Smith. This is spoiler, by the way. I like I have to say it, I know.
Yeah, don't worry, go for it. But I'll put a warning on it. Spoilers for Suicide.
I like Batman in it.
I was just going to say, okay, Batman...
I don't know if I did. Like, I liked it when I was there.
Seeing Batman pop up was really cool, but then Batman scenes were also cut to shit. Remember when he was chasing Joker and he's on top of his car and he just jumps off? Yeah. That was supposed to be like 5 minutes longer. Because remember the bit in the trailer was really cool where the Joker just sits punching the roof of his car? Yeah. That was all cut out.
So I can't even remember.
But there was a really... I loved when he came down and he was like... it's over, Deadshot. I was like, fuck. That's cool.
I hated the Flash bit because the Flash bit... I was just like...
This one we might disagree.
I was like, what? The Flash? Oh, he's gone. Who cares?
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
I was like...
that was added in last minute, by the way.
I was like, the Flash...
I read that. So, yeah, the idea
I know the Flash is quick. He's gone. But still, I'm like, the Flash. Like,
it's like, how did he move that fast?
I know Boomerang and Flash, like, that's one of his big villains.
Is it?
Yeah, Boomerang.
Okay, well, see, the thing is...
but still...
The idea is, for anyone that doesn't know, is that the Justice League are the ones that caught all the Suicide Squad members and put them in prison. So... Yeah. What I thought it was... I didn't even think about it, to be honest. And then when I realised it was Batman catching them, I was like, fuck, that's cool. And then Flash just showed up and I was like, cool. Because the thing is, the difference between Marvel and DC is that DC is like playing catch up.
You're going there, but
I'm going there. No, but this
there.
is a good thing because DC is playing catch up to Marvel because Marvel have established their universe so well. But the thing is, I get way more excited for like universe building stuff when DC does it. Like when someone shows up in a DC film, I'm like, ah, like, yeah, it's happening.
DC have better characters than Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. But they're not doing them justice.
Oh no! And people
they're doing like they're just making it. They're just butchering it because they're going so fucking fast and they're like pumping out film after film.
Flash,
after film.
baby, you gotta. Like compare it to BVS.
Yeah, let's do that. I prefer BVS so much. Okay, because
we're so against what everyone else is saying, but I think.
Oh wait, is that not? I thought that was a general consensus.
Like Suicide Squad. So cut some slack.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I felt like BVS was like a cool story trying to be. I felt like BVS, like Batman vs Superman, was a cool story that just kind of went wrong.
Yeah, went wrong.
But
like to say I prefer BVS doesn't mean BVS.
No, I thought BVS was whatever.
Kane.
I thought it was okay. I haven't really thought about it much. But like it just felt like someone was trying something cool and it just was kind of weird.
I have to compare it to BVS.
It just didn't work. But this just felt like soulless.
But for me, BVS, it's like BVS. Okay, a mess of a movie. Suicide Squad, in my opinion, is a mess of a movie. Also,
yeah, it is.
What Suicide Squad has is okay. I haven't mentioned it. A bad Joker, in my opinion.
Get to that.
Harley Quinn and Deadshot. Okay, all the rest characters they're minor characters, and no matter even in their own movie. Okay, that's what that has. BVS has a mess of a movie with a great Batman, a great Wonder Woman, in my opinion, an actually okay Superman.
Yeah, I'd agree with all that.
So, like, I'd rather see that movie than...
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I don't even think I could articulate...
When people say they hate BVS, I'm like, yeah, I can't defend the film.
I don't care. Like, I'm not...
Yeah, I don't care. That's
I don't care so much as I love Suicide Squad either, because I'm like, I never want to think about this film again. It's like how I feel about it. I'm just...
But it's so upsetting because I was so excited for Suicide Squad.
Same.
I was like,
everyone was.
Everyone's like, BVS is shit, but you wait till August.
Everyone's like, it's going to win the summer. I was like, yeah, let's fucking do it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I was like...
And now I didn't even go see it in the cinema. Like, that's where it got to. So
it's really upsetting.
That was sad. But let's get to a part of it that everyone was looking forward to. The Joker. Jared Leto's The Joker. Mr. J.
Mr. J.
As they call him. Again, what
it just wasn't the Joker.
First of all, why was he in the film? Or why was he in the film the way he was?
Why? And he didn't even get a big introduction. Like,
wait, should we say spoilers or whatever?
No,
or should I just put that in the fucking title?
Yeah.
Because
remember when the Joker was? I don't want to do it, but the Dark Knight. Okay?
Yeah, whatever. Okay,
he ripped that mask off, and he was like,
that was the thing.
Like, my heart. Okay, that's one of the best openings of that movie.
Yeah,
Joker in this movie was just a pan through a window when he was just sitting there chatting to Harley Quinn.
Is that what it was?
I was like,
yes,
that's one of the best films of all time.
I was like, there was no build up. That's my biggest complaint. My number one biggest complaint with this film is it did not make me feel a goddamn thing ever. Like my heart never raced.
Katana. She traps the souls of her demon. I don't know what it was.
She was like crying to her sword.
Great.
Say about the crazy ones. She's fucking crying on this
katana. I had so much of katana.
That was very funny when she jumped in the helicopter.
It was like I can just imagine the writer. Didn't she? I don't think so. No, she was whispering a lot. I just imagine the screenwriter like, I forgot about katana. Shit, Slipknot. No,
it's the night before the opening night. She's at the premiere. They're like, we cast her and everything.
But no, Joker.
Okay, yeah, sorry, we got off topic.
But the Joker.
The Joker. Okay, I love Jared Leto. I have a big crush on Jared Leto. I think he's the coolest person ever. But
good singer.
Yeah. Okay, I don't even know. I did like the Joker. Because I think it's much more accurate from what I'm hearing. I don't read comics to the comics Joker. I think the Joker is supposed to be like kind of a kingpin. I get that. But first of all, like, we don't know anything about him because he was in it for so little.
The whole movie, he was it was all about Harley Quinn to him. Did you get me?
Yeah.
As in Harley Quinn, everything to him.
Yeah.
It was like, shouldn't it be the other way around? Isn't Harley Quinn everything to the Joker?
I'm not actually sure.
I don't know. I'm not a big DC fan, but that for the Joker, Harley Quinn loves the Joker, but Joker, like, he doesn't care about people.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly it.
But he was all like, I'm here to get you.
Yeah,
why there's a fucking beam in the sky? He doesn't care. He's like, I'm here to get you.
I did like that. I loved the bit where she got the text and it was like, I'm coming for you. That was cool. I was like, let's do, and then they just didn't do anything with it.
But like, the whole movie, my biggest complaint is how boring it is.
Oh yeah, it was so boring. There was like 3 fight scenes in a row.
There was one go with Deadshot shooting all those guys. All those faceless creatures.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Where he was just bombing them all, and everyone else. Like, it was one of those funny moments where, like, She with you, you know, she with you, like all the anime men, one of those
gut wrenching moments,
DC Comics, hilarious moments.
Was it just him taking them all by themselves?
Yeah,
I literally
bombing them, and then
was it where they're all hiding behind cars and stuff?
Yeah, and then they're all the soldiers like looking at each other like.
Oh fuck! Wait, we have to talk about really important part. The villain Enchantress.
Oh, Enchantress.
Was she not? Is Cara Delevingne not the worst person in the whole film?
I do like the hand yoke, you know, when she finally turns in and the hand comes underneath.
I was just gonna say that was an amazing visual when it takes her hand and flips like,
oh shit.
Yeah, that was great. That was really cool. She's not an actress. She can't act. I believe she's a model.
She's a model.
I'm sure she's very good at modelling, but she's
seen Paper Towns. I know she's in that.
I feel like that'd be more suited to her because that's just like an easier role.
She felt like in a different movie.
Yeah, everything felt like a different movie though, didn't it? It felt really tonally weird. I wish it would have went like full out goofy. Like full out like Edgar Wright goofy.
I wanted this to be like I'm all over DC.
Favorite
Team DC. I'm like DC, please.
I really want them to make a good
film. But the Wonder Woman trailer looks good. I was like, that's not a good enough excuse.
I actually didn't.
Suicide Squad looks
I was underwhelmed with that. The best part of the Wonder Woman trailer is that fucking music.
Everyone was like, but the people that liked the movie are like, oh, I had this, I had the music, and it was really good. I'm like, that's not good enough. The music. It wasn't good enough. I'm like, that's not good enough.
I'm like a Spotify playlist. That's that music.
It's not a movie. It doesn't. I've seen it and I feel like I haven't seen it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I have seen Suicide Squad.
But see, the weird thing is as well that David Ayer, the director, he's said like, this is my cut of the film. Like, if you don't blame anyone else for this. So I said the thing about the third party editing thing, but like he says like this is the cut he's happy with. So I don't know what he's thinking. Like, have you seen his other films? Is he good at what he does?
I've seen End of Watch.
Is that good? That's supposed to be amazing, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
Jake Gyllenhaal is in that. Yeah. He was supposed to be in this. Remember that? At the very beginning, Tom Hardy was supposed to be Rick Flag, the guy who owns
that would have been so much better.
Well, yeah.
It would have been so much better.
I don't know.
But that
didn't
like the script was shite.
Jake Gyllenhaal was supposed to be Captain Boomerang instead of Jai Courtney, who I thought was very good. I thought Jai Courtney was pretty funny. Not very good. But
that's one thing.
I feel sorry.
Marvel have taken all the good actors. They're like, we have them all.
Everyone has taken.
Like,
every fucking actor in the history of cinema has been in a Marvel
superhero.
Film. Yeah.
But have you seen the cast list for Infinity War? It's like
that's embarrassing.
It's just like
that's not a movie. Like that's a product. That makes me so angry. We can talk about that another day because I'm gonna start freaking out.
What?
Okay, so
let's look at the star power like they have in DC.
Yeah, like
they do have like they have Amy Adams.
You know what I want? All right, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up and try to say I don't know. Let's just say.
I can talk about this. I was really upset coming out. I was annoyed at the cinema.
The word I kept thinking, I felt disrespected as a viewer. I was like, so many things in that film did not make sense, and they know it, and they're not going to try excuse it. They're not going to try fix it. They're just going to give it to us.
Just when people are so generous on a film, like critics or fans, where they're like, give it some slack. I'm like, no.
You're fueling the fire. Like you deserve better. Like you deserve a higher quality.
Look how good Civil War was. Look how good Deadpool was.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm
not a big hater on Man of Steel. I think it's fine. It's the best of the three, personally.
On a hater what?
On Man of Steel.
Oh right.
Like that movie still has a bit of a. The first hour of that movie is the most consistent thing DC has ever done.
Yeah, no, Man of Steel's fine. I prefer Batman vs Superman. Just I don't know. I was fun.
But you're a big Lex Luthor fan, actually, Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that. No, I'm not a big fan. I just didn't. No, you know what? I just like Jesse Eisenberg to the point where I don't think he could have ever done something that would have made me not like him. I think he's adorable, but no. Okay, so let's say I felt disrespectful.
Will Smith, it's a big actor in the movie. Yeah, Deadshot. Like you wouldn't think he didn't wear the mask a lot. Deadshot needs his mask.
I thought Will Smith was
the plot of the movie. Imagine this: the Joker was the bad guy.
Okay, let me say this.
Imagine that.
I had an interesting idea. I was trying to think about the best parts of this film for the fucking podcast, and I was like, what I want is a Batman film where Deadshot is the bad guy and Joker and Harley Quinn are in it doing something. I don't know what, but they're just important in it, and it's those four characters because we know Deadshot. We have the most sympathy with him. I liked him and I kind of cared for him. I think I can't remember. I watched it 20 minutes ago. I can't remember.
Yeah, and everyone's all like Ben Affleck. He gets that Batman movie. You wait. I'm like Ben Affleck. I feel like he's lost all fucking interest. I feel like everyone has.
Like Batman's your favorite character, huh? We're gonna fucking ruin it with 3 solo films like coming in the next 3 years.
I love Affleck.
I mean he's great.
I love him.
He's great. I wish he was in this more, but I wish.
I do like that. I don't know how to fix last hour of this movie, I was like, and then I did like the bit with Will Smith when he went to shoot and his daughter was standing in front of him. That actually got me. I was like, oh.
That was cool.
And then there's El Diablo. Don't forget about El Diablo.
Mm-hmm. I don't like
I
that.
did laugh once though when
did
he
you
was all like, "Lookies are free," you know, in a flag, and Captain Boomerang just grabbed the drinks and left.
I don't remember that.
When Boomerang was just like, "Oh," and just left.
I was like,
I laughed.
crying.
But then
see
they
through my
all
tears
he
at that
leaves, so
point.
he leaves, and then they're all walking down the street. They're family.
What?
And then he comes in. He just comes in. I was like, he just left.
Oh
And
my
he
god,
strolls
I
back
literally
in.
don't remember any of this. Maybe they probably fucking edited out of my version of this.
Oh,
again.
and Viola Davis shooting all the people.
What was that about?
I was
Were
like,
they not her
whoa.
own men?
I was like, oh, they were like, they were not classified. It was a
But like that, I think
bang.
was that supposed to be like a big twist? We're like, no, stop it. But that was just very weird. That was just very out of the
Viola Davis.
Stop it, Viola.
Like, that's a big actress. I was like, Viola Davis.
I've never seen her in anything. I've heard she's
Oh, The
amazing.
Help. There's The Help.
No.
Oh.
Okay, so we've said all we can say about that.
There is
Have we-
positives too. Where like, but everyone's like, I enjoyed the first 20 minutes. Where I'm like, look, I don't think I did.
The first 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't like that.
I don't think I did, and that's the best part of the movie. So it's like a 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
But then again, I did go in with such low expectations with it.
I really didn't.
Like, I do look at reviews. I'm like, oh, it has 27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I just heard everyone saying it has bad reviews. I didn't look at them.
You know, so I did go in. Last week, I was buzzing when I went to see it. I was like,
Yeah. Well, you can tell.
but I did
I
the
can
same
tell
because,
that.
but then a lot comes into it. Going to a midnight screening is exciting, which is what we did for BVS.
Yeah.
So I was
Like you can
this
tell,
is
I
exciting.
must have been affected by those reviews because I watched it on my TV instead of watching it. In the
Where
theater.
BVS, you get that excitement. We went to see it in midnight.
That's because BVS has been coming out since the dawn of time. Like I've been expecting that for so long.
It's been. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. So
I feel like I just katana. That's what I think of. Is katana.
Slipknot.
There is a house.
Okay, so I'm getting sad talking about that now. I want to talk about something else. So,
okay.
do you want to talk about one of your things?
Was
that one of your things or one of
Yeah,
my things?
let's go with some of my topics.
Oh, that was one of yours. Let's talk about one of mine.
Go on.
Okay, let's talk about the Netflix series Stranger Things. I finished Stranger Things 2 days ago. It's Netflix's newest show. It's a miniseries, 10 episodes. Is that right?
8.
Is it?
It's only 8, yeah.
Wow.
It flies.
I didn't even check. Most of the time I'd check and I'd be halfway through the next episode. I'd be I didn't even notice the end.
It's 8. It doesn't have an end.
So you watched it.
I watched it 2 weeks ago.
And what did you think?
I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too. I really, really loved it.
But one of my problems with most things is they have really good setup. So the 4 episodes in, I'm so intrigued, and they never have to pay off, which is one of the problems with J.J. Abrams' Super 8. I felt like the end of that maybe was.
Oh, they're very similar things.
They are similar.
So wait,
There's no doubt about
let's
it.
just try explain it. So the idea is that
I love the ending.
in the first,
I loved
yes,
it.
the first episode of this, it's a kid. The very first shot of it is this laboratory, and there's this guy running, and it's really scary. All these alarms are flashing, and then some creature gets him, and that's not a spoiler. It's the first shot of the film or of the show. And then what happens is it cuts to these kids.
You call it a film.
I know it feels.
I call it a film. I'm like, oh, have you seen that new movie? It's a film.
It is.
It's an 8-hour film.
And then what happens is it goes to these kids playing board games in their house, and they all leave, and one guy, Will, goes home, and then this thing starts what happens? He starts seeing something, anyway,
flash, yeah.
The lights start flashing, yeah, and
Barking dog.
yes, and he starts running out, and he goes to his shed, and the lights start flashing in the shed, and he gets a gun, and he's really scared, and then the lights go off, and they come back on, and he's gone, and the whole thing with
Are we talking spoilers with this one now?
I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. I guess.
I don't know. A lot of people haven't watched it.
Yeah, I think we can do it without spoiling it. So the whole idea is it's about all these different families kind of dealing with this thing, because there's the cop who's trying to find the kid, there's the mom and the brother who are dealing with the kid going missing.
Yeah.
And it's a really good story. There's so many different storylines, and that was my favorite thing, is that all the characters in this, there were 5-ish different storylines. Mm-hmm. They all worked. I loved every single one of them, and every time it cut to something else, I was like, yes. I never wanted to be go back to Winona Ryder and her fucking brother.
I do love the kids, okay? My opinion, I'm always
Dustin.
I'm it's back to Dustin and it's kind of
Lando.
Yeah.
I love Dustin.
Lando?
Remember when Lando Calrissian?
He's a Lando Calrissian.
That's so
that
funny.
was hilarious.
See, forget about it, okay, because even if the show was the worst thing in the world, they all loved Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, so it's okay, it's already my
Dungeons
favorite.
and Dragons.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about Dungeons and Dragons.
What was the thing they had? The Demigorgon?
Demigorgon. My brother was so obsessed with that. He's like, Dungeons and Dragons, finally.
So, it was so special. The directing, the acting, everything.
What's the director? Duffer, isn't Duffer Brothers?
Oh, I didn't even check. I think I think 3 different people directed it. together, and I think some of them took different
I thought it was the
episodes.
Duffer Brothers. You might be right.
I think I remember seeing that.
It
and
could
then
be. Oh no! I thought I was pretty sure I heard that it was like one of those only shows where like it was the same directors for all
really?
8 episodes.
Okay, that's
Because
interesting.
there's no clip, like there is cliffhangers at the end of the episodes, but it's not like
It feels like a movie just split up into
it's straight
different
like the scene where it ends
Exactly.
in the first episode.
because that's the great thing that Netflix does is they design their shows to be binge watched, which is such an interesting
There's no
tactic.
come back next week. And
Yeah, there's not because and I
it's
think
like House of Cards, and I watch House of Cards.
I don't watch it, but I know that is
Yeah.
the same way they design it. Okay, so yeah, God, it was so amazing. The acting, the performances were all so good. I've never seen Winona Ryder in anything before. She was incredible.
I do like her in it. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I think at the start I was a bit like, oh, Winona, tone it down a bit.
really.
But then I was kind of
I
like,
have no idea who she is, like as an actress.
oh, all right.
I know she's very famous, but
yeah.
but I just thought she was incredible. I thought she was. So
I was like, come on! I haven't seen her. She hasn't been filming like last thing Star Trek. She's like Spock's mom or something.
Oh, is that it? That is.
She's like
I've seen
literally
Star
like in one scene.
Oh yeah, no, I remember.
She's-
She
I
gets
think-
fucking
I
swallowed
think
up by
she's-
the earth.
I think she's like Spock's mom.
Yeah, she is. That is her actually. Thinking about it.
And she's in Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, that's her big thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
that's
looking
her
her up after that. Anyway, I thought she was amazing. The person. Oh, another guy I thought was great. There's 2 people that had like tiny roles in it. I thought Steve was great, the boyfriend.
Oh, Steve.
Did you not like him?
I
Or the-
loved Steve.
Yeah.
Steve like
Do you know the
just
actor?
broke all cliches. Like he's a dick, and then the
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like Steve.
Yeah.
I was like Steve.
Okay, his thing in the last episode was so funny when he's at the
Yeah.
door and he's like, what the fuck is going on there? It
Remind
was
me.
so funny. Do you know the actor Ben Schwartz at all?
Ben Schwartz.
He is the image of Ben Schwartz, and he acts the exact same as him. You probably wouldn't know him, he's not very famous, but I don't, maybe he is. But it was so funny.
This is a weird comparison. Steve reminded me of. Have you ever seen Cheaper by the Dozen?
Yeah.
Cheaper. Listen, it won't be my last Cheaper by the Dozen reference today. But
Next week reviewing.
you know, Ashton Kutcher in that film.
Yeah.
It reminds
Is that
me,
Steve?
dickhead, Ashton
really
Kutcher
funny.
in that movie. I was like, Steve,
That's
you're Ashton
very
Kutcher.
I thought
Baby Hippo.
Steve was great, and the teacher I thought was great. I loved the teacher, Mr. Clark,
Mr. Clark.
with the
Who
mustache.
knew so much about like physics and like
yeah, that was a bit.
if you had any teacher
how
in
to,
our school,
how
they
to
would've-
build a fucking
they'd be like, go fuck yourself this summer.
desensitization,
Oh,
whatever that
that's
was. That was very. He was great.
Oh, he was in fairness.
But like they're just small parts. I love Dustin.
Yeah, that's
I
the
thought he
thing.
was so funny.
Small parts. Lucas was a little.
Who's Lucas?
Lucas,
The black
was
kid?
colour kid, yeah.
He was.
he I hate to say it, like the colour kid, but like
He was the
he
only
was so
one.
good.
He was great. Oh, he
was
has some
good.
great moments.
And you know what?
No, you know
he's
who's.
a bit of a dickhead in it.
Yeah.
But you're
But
like,
he's like
no,
a
no, I
character.
understand.
I just got
I'm
him.
on his side. He's
Even when it
dickhead,
goes
but-
to his house, I was like, this is exactly his house. Like, this
I was
looks
like-
like his house. Everything just looks so good about it. It was also, like, real. The cop was amazing, and he was also in Suicide Squad. Did you notice that?
Yeah,
He was in for a second.
He was having his dinner. Having his steak,
I
while
was like, what is happening? Away from that, back to the good thing. He was amazing in this. And then, who my absolute 100% favourite actress of all time is the girl who played Eleven.
Oh,
Oh my!
she
I
acts
just
with her face. She was
yeah,
just
her
perfect.
facial expression. She says about 10 things in the entire
I
show.
heard about her. You know when she shaved her head.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear the story behind that?
Yeah,
How
when-
they convinced her to do it?
Yeah, Mad Max.
Yeah, they showed her a
Yes.
picture of Charlize
Charlize
Theron from Mad
Theron.
Max, and then she shaved her head. And I was like, you know that shot of her, you
Fair
know
enough,
the power shot, the hero shot when she's like,
Yeah.
"Bang, run.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the coolest shot ever. I was like, she must have been so happy. She was amazing. Like her eyes,
Yeah.
you got it all. And okay, the best thing. This is where I was going to draw a comparison between Suicide Squad and Stranger Things, which is a very weird thing to compare. Stranger Things taught me the power of a well-placed flashback. You know the flashbacks.
We didn't even talk about the flashback in Suicide Squad.
Oh, well, no, I don't want to talk about the
the
Suicide
flashback.
Squad. But in Stranger Things, when it flashes back to Eleven's past,
Yeah.
or when it flashes back to David Copperfield, is that his name? I don't know.
Copperfield.
Who's that? No, his name is Copper. Who's David Copperfield?
Isn't he the magician?
No, excuse
Some
me.
David Copperfield.
Detective Copper is his name, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Or something
Sergeant
like that.
Copper or something.
Copper Hopper,
Hopper.
Mr. Copperfield.
Hooper.
Uh,
Cooper. Copper.
When it flashes back to his daughter, I was crying
Oh
my
my God.
eyes out.
That was in the last episode.
David Copper.
Okay. That was in the last episode.
Yeah,
And that just gave it so much.
Oh,
I was like, oh my
I was
God.
crying. I actually cried.
With his daughter.
Yeah.
Well, back to what Winona Ryder though. Winona Ryder, at the start I was like, Winona, tone it down. And then I was like, well, she is talking to her son in a different
Yeah. Oh
dimension.
yeah. She was
But
just.
then, that scene where her and 11, I think it's in the bathtub episode, and she's chatting to her.
Yes.
And she's all like, I'm here with you.
She's like, oh yeah, and she's lying in the bathtub.
Yeah,
I just posted that shot on
because like
Instagram.
11 never had that person to cheer. Like
no,
because
the person was her dad.
Her dad. The helper, you know, when she was in the bathtub.
Yeah.
And when on right, I was like, oh.
I was like, that is beautiful.
I was like, when she was helping her, I was like, ah.
And the way she could hear her as well.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing I loved the upside down. What a scary... Oh no, the funniest thing...
They were in the upside down for a bit too long, I think.
In the last episode?
Yeah, I was like, it's better if you can have your cup of tea.
The funniest thing I think is... I thought about this afterwards.
But these are minor things. Like,
I don't know. Nitpicking. Like, I would say it's near perfect. But
this
I thought, no, this is my biggest flaw with it. The funniest thing ever is at the end of it, everything is back to normal, but everyone just forgot about poor fucking Barb. Remember Barb?
Where's Barb's mom and dad? Barb is the unsung hero. This whole thing.
She's just Barb. Okay, this is a minor spoiler because nobody gives a shit about Barb, but Barb never comes back. It's just so funny.
Barb is the hero of this show.
Okay, but you know what was really interesting?
And Nancy,
because the thing was at the
very
beginning,
attractive, but like at the same time, she's so good.
She was so good.
She's not just that sister, like
that's what I thought at the beginning.
What's the? I haven't seen. I watched it about 2 weeks ago. And Michael, is it
the brother?
No, the main kid.
Michael. That was
is it Michael?
Mike.
His
they call
family.
Mike. His family is perfect.
His family.
You know, it was really funny. Remember the last episode when they get him back and they're sitting outside the ambulance, and the dad doesn't come over and hug him. Did you notice that? That was really funny.
But that's the thing.
That was perfect.
You know what was Will's brother? What was Will's brother called?
I don't know, but he was something I wanted to talk about as well.
He's quite like the boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. I would say
Steve,
so.
Steve. He's quite like him.
Oh wait,
as in like, oh, I thought he was gonna be like this. He's a creep. No, he's not.
Yeah, that was the first thing because in the first episode or in the episode where he was taking photos, I was like, this is the worst. Like, get away from him. That was the only time I didn't want to be around a story, and then he became like one of my favorites. Yeah, because that all he had done was like stuff with the dad, and I was like, the dad doesn't.
But remember that line when he was like to Nancy, he was like, oh, you just want to be that family
that girl.
You want to
be
the
rebellious
girl.
one.
Yeah,
that was a great thing.
But, and then that his man is that person.
Yeah.
And then the dad is...
Yeah, the dad.
The dad. I was like, that family, those four.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was really interesting.
I really like that.
One thing I wanted to say was the fight scene between Steve and the brother was a great fight scene. It was so powerful. Remember when they were spray painting the shit? Yeah. That was so powerful. And I was so happy the brother won. Steve's turn. Oh, you know who I didn't like? It was like Steve's two friends really pissed me off. But like I love the girl. They were supposed
she was so mean.
She was
so like John Hughes 80s.
She reminds me of someone we know in real life, and I want to say about her. Do you know who? Do you know who I'm talking about? I'm gonna write it on my phone while we're talking. But
that's not a nice thing to say about someone. Oh no, that person is really mean.
Fine. Yeah, she was a sweetheart.
She's so mean.
She had a
Nancy, a little slat, and I'm like,
never mind. I'm not gonna write that. I don't want to do that now. I feel bad. I'll just tell you later.
I feel bad. I'll tell you later.
It was just so well made. It was so like coherent and just perfect.
We have to talk about that it rips off things, but to the point where it's not like, oh, this is... It's like...
It felt like an homage to things. It felt like it was just like... It was like, oh, I love this thing, and I have an idea that kind of similar.
There are little cliches in it, but that it never pissed me off.
There was loads of Stephen King references. Did you get those?
Yeah. Which my dad loves Stephen King.
Those are probably the biggest inspiration, and probably a lot of Spielberg stuff.
Like, it's very like it with the whole kids.
Yeah, exactly.
But like the bit, like I was like, oh no, like 11's gonna like elevate them all, and they're gonna fly on their bikes.
Oh, I was like, is this turning into a Chronicle? I was like,
I was like E.T.
Oh, E.T. Right,
right. E.T.
Oh, on their bikes. Sorry, excuse me.
No, she flips the van, and it's the most spectacular.
That was a great.
My mouth dropped. I was like, oh.
See, okay, we are kind of spoiling stuff, but it's like so vague. You're not going to remember this. Like, you're not going to know what we're talking about.
Shit, yeah.
No, it's fine. Like, flipping the van doesn't mean anything. Nobody's going to care. She had so many great moments. Holy shit! When they snuck her into the school, those were such great scenes. Remember for like
it's been out ages though. The show was a month out, and if you really want to talk about it,
yeah, like I'm gonna say somewhere along the lines here, just go watch everything before you listen to this, or if you don't care about spoilers, which a lot of people don't.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's really funny.
It was really funny. The funniest was Dustin. Dustin was hilarious. I think it was so funny. Dustin's
very funny.
Huh?
Lando.
Lando. He kept saying it as well. They're like, shut up about Lando.
Yeah. And the other bully. Remember the bully?
Yeah.
Mike. Whatever.
The bully. There was two of them.
Himself and stuff.
Yeah. That was great. That was a great scene actually. That was the scene I was talking about with 11.
11.
I loved when she.
11. I was so. Did they miss the Emmys? Yeah, they did because she.
Did they?
She'd be up for Emmy. Like she is so good in it. For me, I was like.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
I've watched I watched Game of Thrones this year, like fully,
Right.
I watched Jane the Virgin. Okay, man. Jane the Virgin, it's spectacular. It's the best.
Really?
And Stranger Things. But like that feeling you get watching Stranger Things. Okay, the last
It's just like, it is pure magic. It is like magic.
The last episode is season 6 in Game of Thrones. No, it's not no TV will ever, that can top that. It's brilliant.
Really? That's
But Stranger Things, the feeling watching Stranger Things.
It's just
I was like, I'll get the next one. It's so, I don't want it to end.
No.
I don't know if I want a season 2.
I think there is one. Yeah, but there was a little there was a cool. I really appreciate the setup at the end of the season. Do you know the thing I'm talking about?
Yeah, the whole.
I really appreciate that because it did not cheapen out the ending. It was just like don't forget. I was like
But
they had such a fulfilling
There's a
ending.
great moment in the end. They're all a lot of characters just sitting around, okay, and the camera just pans around them all, and you're just like, these are the best characters.
You're just looking at them and you're like, I know you, I know you. I could tell you everything about you, by your clothes. Like,
you are so good. Like the camera just pinned.
Yeah.
There's about 10 characters.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I think I know the scene you're talking about.
so
It's where they're all looking at the radio at the table, and they're all just placed in
be.
different parts. I remember that specifically.
Okay,
David Copperfield.
David Copperfield in this movie.
I have to look him up and find out who that is.
David Copperfield, a magician.
I don't know who he is though. I've never seen him before.
He did
David Copperfield.
the Statue of Liberty or something in New York.
Oh right. Well, speaking of magic, then it was just it felt like pure like movie magic, even though it wasn't a movie, but like it was just so like I just loved it so much.
Like every character. The characters are the best part of it, actually. I think the characters is what made... complaints then, nitpicks. I think the monster was good. Didn't love it.
No, I didn't, but I don't think they had the budget for the CG. When they did something really smart where they just put it in the dark all the time.
Fair enough.
I didn't love the monster, no.
I'm never happy with monsters.
I'm very rarely happy with monsters. They're so hard to do.
Xenomorph and Alien.
You've seen them all.
Yeah.
You've seen every monster you can do.
I'm like, I love the posters in the bedrooms.
Oh yeah.
You know, like The Thing, Evil Dead.
Okay, so I just remembered my favourite part about it. Not my favourite part, but the soundtrack was freaking
I was
beautiful.
in the car, okay.
I haven't listened to it outside the show yet, but there is a moment where they're down by the lake. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, where the three kids cycle after a load of cars they see going somewhere, and they find something really important, and the music just comes in, and the music is so beautiful.
The opening, the intro, like the whole
opening.
Oh,
the intro is incredible. It's so nice, yeah. But when you see all those names coming up, Winona Ryder, David Copperfield, it just gets me going.
David Copperfield. I was in the car, okay, and I was just driving, and it was like, should I stay or should I go? I never thought I'd be scared of that song. I got tingles. I got goosebumps listening. I was like, oh my god, that song is so different in my eyes.
Yeah, oh my god.
Should I stay?
I never thought I'd be scared of that. Remember when she runs out of the house and you hear it coming back in? I was like, did James Wan direct this? I was like, is this Insidious? I just looked at the picture of David Copperfield.
David Copperfield.
Oh wait, he actually looks like a pretty normal guy.
Maybe not like
Maybe he could be.
maybe.
No, I need to find out who the actor is because I want to say his name because it's so good.
But like even the scene with the lights.
Which one? There was a lot of scenes with the lights.
The first one
where
the communication scene.
Yeah, that was incredible. That was incredible, and it was so. I love the effect when it's just like
I was shouting
when it's
at the screen.
Okay, so you've probably seen the image like where she writes all the letters on the wall and attaches a light to each letter so she can communicate with someone, and image was so beautiful.
I was at the TV like no. it was like I was like no.
Could you tell what I was gonna say?
Not really. I was so late. I was like,
I knew
when it happened. I was like, get out of the house, Winona. I was like, get out of the house.
There was a thing I didn't love. I didn't love the effect of the thing coming out of the wall. That didn't do much for me personally. It didn't scare me anyway.
But my eyes like, oh no, this show was made 30 years ago. It's grand. These effects. I'm like, no, this came out.
See, there's a thing I think about a lot. Like as a filmmaker, I'm like, visual effects are so hard, and if they're working right, if the story is working right, then the visual effects don't matter. I was like, in this, they never distracted me. There was never a point where I was like, oh, that visual effect's weird. I was like, I was just looking at it. I was like, that monster's gonna get him. That thing's gonna come out of the wall. Like that's what it was like. It's like the story was all there so perfectly that it didn't matter.
I was really like intrigued at the start. I was like, this.
It was so well set up. It was just
I'm really into this.
Yeah.
Do you know?
It felt, I don't know, it felt like Stand By Me or something like that.
It's Stand By Me, it's The Goonies. Like Goonies
Stand By Me is Stephen King, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the body. Yeah.
Okay, that makes
Stephen,
sense.
it's Stand By Me. It's The Goonies. It's E.T.
Yeah, just those.
Even the cop Jaws.
Those are like those are like this generation's
Thing.
Goonies, like that. You know, those are like the kids we're gonna remember now, which is so
season 2
nice because I just feel like a lot of recently we're just like not having this generation's thing, but this is they got it. They nailed it. Netflix is just saving the world right now, like cinema wise. I think it will be. I really do. I don't.
And bonus, they had a flying Millennium Falcon in it. You know,
that's funny.
Yes.
And he keeps dropping it in front of her. And she's like,
"This is
like, come on, focus!" And she's
Dustin.
Dustin's so funny.
Yeah, I think I'm excited for season 2, but then at the same time, like I kind of like things on their own. I'm happy how it ended.
I wonder, is season 2 going to be those characters again? It must be.
Oh, it must be because it had a little bit of a setup.
Yeah.
I had a setup, so I was like, I'm happy. Anyway,
I love the characters. I want to see them again, but like
that's
unless
I love the Hangover Part 2.
Like that Hangover Part 3 came back and fixed it, didn't it? Hangover Part 3 was great, wasn't it? I remember
it's okay, but it's pointless.
Oh, maybe. Okay, never mind. But if it's the same guys, I don't mind.
Anyway.
Like I don't think Netflix would do it if it wasn't going to be amazing.
So that's Stranger Things.
I think I've said all I have to say. Do you want to move on to your next thing?
Actually, it's like basically the same thing, like as in like characters, like.
Okay, so what is it?
Sing Street.
Sing Street.
John Carney, Sing Street.
Oh yeah.
You haven't seen it.
No, I didn't see it, but I really wanted to because I love John Carney. John Carney is the director of Once and Begin Again.
I haven't seen Begin Again.
Neither have I, but it has. Have you ever seen that effect in Begin Again in the trailer where it's like, it's really cool. It's about like a producer who wants to like make music, so whenever he sees instruments, he like imagines someone playing them, but they're not there. It's just like the instrument plays itself. It's really cool. But anyway,
at Sing Street. It was like watching. I say it because I can't remember because it came out so years. It was like watching School of Rock for the first time.
Oh really?
I literally was.
School Rock's
I just had one of the smile on my face the whole time watching. I was like, "This is so cool."
Oh no!
It's feel good. It has sad moments. All feel good movies have those.
Right.
Like, oh god.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. What is it about?
Did you ever see The Commitments?
I think I've seen half of it.
Yeah, The Commitment. It's like it's the same plot.
It's about a band, is it?
It's the building of a band.
Oh,
the guy makes
yeah, it's the kid who wants to impress the girl, right?
Yeah, he wants to impress the girl.
that's
He wants to make a band. The girl is stunning and she's so good in it too. And he wants to make the band. And
I was going to audition for Sing Street.
That's what I was like. I was going to audition.
A friend of ours auditioned for it. Do you know who it is?
I know. Yeah. I was going to audition for Sing Street. Okay. And I was watching. I was like, no, these guys are perfect. I was so jealous of them watching. I was like,
imagine it was you. And me.
Imagine it was me. I was so jealous watching them, but I was jealous. But like, they're really good in it. I was
like it's just nicer to
the main guy. The main guy doesn't have the best voice.
Right.
But
it just suits it. It
suits
works.
It
that
works.
makes sense. Like
it's not like, oh my god, his voice. It's like, no, yeah, he can sing in tune and his voice it works. Like,
it just feels.
It's
more
a
realistic.
kid singing. Like, you know. And the main guy's brilliant. There's this guy with glasses. I can't remember the character's names at the moment.
Right.
But he is so good. The other guy, okay, with the glasses.
Right.
And he's class. There's music in it. The song.
I was just gonna say, how is the music? Because Once, you've seen Once, I presume.
Oh,
Once is one of my favorite films of all time.
Music in Once.
It won an Oscar, Glenn Hansard, but that's Glenn Hansard.
Movie could win an Oscar, I think, for a song.
Really? When did it?
It came out.
Is it? It's new. Right?
Early enough in Ireland, but in the States, I think. Oh,
because I hear
the States in May or so.
I hear people talking about it, like people, you know, big enough people talking about it, like a little Irish film getting a name for itself over there. That's
like
cool.
98% or something on times.
What?
Yeah, it's.
Oh my goodness! I don't think I've ever seen that before.
When they make the first song, okay, you're sitting there watching them make the first song.
Sorry, I keep thinking of David Copperfield. I want this episode to be called David Copperfield and Suicide. Anyway, continue.
But when you're listening, you see them make the first song. It's kind of like Once when they do kind of.
Oh, that's magic. Anytime, like School of Rock, like is it like that?
When they were kind of like, you know.
That's the best scene of all.
When they were making that first song,
right?
And there was a bit of a bada bada bum. I was oh my god, that is the best song.
Right. Oh, I should say, I don't think did we say at the beginning that I haven't seen this?
Yeah, no, you haven't seen it yet.
So, yeah, I haven't. But I love the director.
I'm going to persuade you.
Is it one of your best of the year?
Yeah, I think it's my favourite of the year.
Oh, really?
I think
I've been hearing that of a couple of my friends.
This is my favourite of the year. I think it's the best one because
is it still in cinemas?
Huh?
Is it still in cinemas now? The Lighthouse? Lighthouse keeps keeps films for like 6 years.
Probably not Lighthouse. Only has not many screens.
Okay, whatever.
But if you can get it,
I'll hunt it down.
The kids are so good. Peter Baelish in it from Game of Thrones.
Yes,
he's a superstar.
I saw him.
Actually, my favourite person.
He's the dad, isn't he?
My favourite person in the movie. Yeah, he's the dad. My favourite person is Jack Rayner.
Oh, I know that name.
He's in like What Richard Did. He's in Age of Extinction.
I didn't
He
see that,
played-
but I know the actor. He was in.
And he has a real Dublin voice.
Yeah.
And his hair is ridiculous.
Oh, he's the brother.
He is so good.
Is he?
I was like, Oscar!
Because he's terrible in Age of Extinction, right? That's why I kept hearing the Irish guy sucks.
Yeah.
But I
That
mean, that's a
movie's bad,
Transformers movie, so
But
I'm
I
not
was like,
expecting.
you are... the whole movie, like, the end, it's like, in for all those brothers out there, like... And I was like, oh, yes. And the songs, like, every time another song happens, I was like, oh, I can't stop listening to the soundtrack. I
Really?
just listen to the soundtrack, like, non-stop. I'm like...
Okay. Maybe I'll just download that.
And when they start, the movies, I have to see it, is I can't see anyone not enjoying it because it's
Right, it's one of those ones.
I just when someone says it, I'm like, why?
Like, what is there not to enjoy? Okay, that's fair.
Because
I know I'm gonna love
it's
it.
such a feel good film
Right.
where like
Is it made in the same way? You know, it once was made where it was like they just like took like a camera with long lenses and just went out into the street. and filmed it.
it's all production.
You know, they
It's-
once looked kind of
this has cash. Like,
Oh wow.
has a really good bully in it too.
Oh,
A
I
really
love a good bully.
And people used like even saying Sing Street's a stupid name. But the
Well,
school-
I just heard
The
everything else.
school's called Sing Street, spelled Synge.
Oh, that's kind of
Actual
smart.
school.
That's pretty
And
smart.
they're like, oh, we go to Sing Street School.
Okay.
Let's call it the man Sing Street.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, like that kind of thing. But then it's like I don't think Sing Street the name sells tickets. You know what I mean? But then that's not
the
good
movie.
business.
The movie is just them making music videos.
That's
okay?
great.
But what's the plot of Once? They make an album.
Yeah, I know.
What's
Yeah,
the plot of School of Rock.
Like
They enter-
plot isn't important. It's character. That is
yeah,
important.
no, that. But like any coming of age movie, what's Perks of Being a Wallflower about?
And that's, I don't.
You know? Yeah, like it's just
Fucking
nothing.
kids
in school.
It's just really likable people
Yeah.
that you just like seeing what
it's
they
that's
do.
Sixth Street. It's
That's
like
cool.
and the music like carries it for a lot of like I was
Okay.
like the whole movie was like, oh, this music is so good, and I was.
Right.
But a lot of people are saying
He's so
they don't
good
like
at
the ending. Not the ending, the like
More
not the
controversial
climax. Not the
called
climax,
Die.
the last minute.
Uh-huh.
Let's say.
Jesus.
Not the oh the ending, no, the ending of Suicide Squad was shit.
Yeah, yeah.
it's the actual epilogue, the finish to it.
Okay, yeah. So they don't like they wish it had kept going or they wish
No.
it stopped in a different place or something?
It kind of comes out of nowhere. I went with it. I was like, cool.
Okay.
I was
I
like, cool.
love that. I
was
love
like,
when
cool.
movie
It
just
was a
stops.
little fantasy kind of. I was like, it's
You
not
fucking
in my
woke
eyes.
up and that's all
In my
it
eyes,
is.
like, oh, it's not real. That was what happened.
Okay.
But I've heard from people that I know that are like that one of the worst endings I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
But I'm like,
That makes me want to see it more than anything.
I went with it.
Okay.
In my eyes, it's perfect. I was like,
Yeah.
perfect. I'm so jealous of the guys in it. I'm like, you pricks. Very over.
Should have been me.
They're in loads of film festivals, singing songs.
Oh yeah, I went to Sundance and everything.
Yeah.
And at one Sundance, I just heard everything
They
about
won the
Sundance.
sun, and they. That's all I can say about it because I don't want to spoil it.
Okay,
I feel like I
that's
haven't spoiled it. I feel like I've kept it.
I think you actually made your time perfectly. I think that was like 15 minutes talking about that.
It's a really good film.
Okay, perfect.
Watch it tonight.
Speaking.
I'll watch it again.
Immediately.
I might buy it on DVD just to support the film.
All right, we'll watch it. We'll do a commentary for Ben and Michael's. We'll sing along. Talk about how it should.
I know all the words now.
We'll
I'm like,
reenact the scenes if we were to do them.
yeah, I know. Oh yeah.
We'll make our
He
own
was a
fan
bit shit.
submission.
Like in my head, watching it, I was like, he's so bad.
I
Like,
could've
he's
done that
really
better.
good. I could have done that better. Like I should have went for it, but I can't play guitar and I can't. It's not my type of music, but I love the music.
Okay, well that's fair. Okay,
What's
so then
next? Go on.
moving on to another film that I loved. Another
Technically Irish, kind of. Filmed in Ireland.
Yeah, it was filmed all in Ireland. Another tiny film. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. By the company A24 is The Lobster, starring I forget his name. Colin Farrell, David Copperfield,
David Copperfield. That is Colin
Um,
Farrell, John C. Reilly,
Rachel Weisz, Ben Whishaw.
Leah Sodot.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
French.
Ben
Whishaw.
Whishaw, one of my favorite actors of all time.
Ben Whishaw.
So The Lobster. How do you describe The Lobster? I just watched it on Netflix
I
the other day.
think even saying the plot is spoiling it.
Yeah, I think saying anything about it is spoiling it. I think
I'd go for it. Just say the plot because the plot's on IMDb. It has the.
Yeah, fair. The idea is that Jesus Christ, I don't even know.
It
how to
is,
do
isn't it? It's spoiling.
It's like
it.
okay, so it begins with the character Colin Farrell plays, and he's checking into this hotel, and there's this amazing scene at the beginning where it's just him sitting at a desk registering. Do you know the scene?
Yeah.
And it never shows the girl he's talking to. And you kind of get the idea that this hotel, you're brought here to. You have a certain amount of days to
45, I think.
45 days to
45,
find a
yeah.
partner. And if you're still single, it's all single people are brought here because in this world, in this kind of society,
city.
single people are not accepted. It's like it's not a healthy way of life. Yeah, they're called loners. And so you're brought to this hotel and you have 45 days to find a partner or else you're turned into an animal. and the idea that Colin Farrell chooses a lobster, and that is the idea. It's called the Lobster, and it's his kind of experience at the hotel trying to find a partner, and it is absolutely incredible. Like, in a world of like Suicide Squads and Batman versus Supermans and David Copperfields, when you get a film like The Lobster, it is just such a breath of fresh air. It is such a...
That's Sing Street.
Yeah, exactly. These films are just like I always get so annoyed when people are like, oh, there's no originality in cinema anymore. I'm like, go see these films.
Film. That's I haven't seen a more original movie since like Truman Show.
Oh, yeah, I would say like
who came up with that?
I'd say until Swiss Army Man, I would agree with you. I'm so excited for Swiss Army Man. You'll hear it on every single episode of this podcast.
Cheap by a dozen though.
So that's our time. We're going to talk about Cheap by the Dozen. No, I'm joking. The Lobster was incredible. Colin Farrell, I love Colin Farrell.
I love. Have you seen In Bruges?
Yes, In Bruges is another one of my favorites. I'm sure we'll talk about that someday.
I love that movie.
This is just it's such a like a tense film, but it's not like a thriller.
It is artsy. It's not.
Yeah. It's not for everyone.
The plot's for everyone.
It's not for everyone.
But it's not for everyone.
But it's. I would almost say it's like. Is it a black comedy? Is it?
Oh yes.
It is funny.
I laughed so much.
Yeah, it is funny, but it just doesn't. It feels it's heavy.
It's quite Wes Anderson. Very as in like we're characters that don't really talk.
Yeah. Those characters are great. Again. Okay, so the cinematography is such a weird thing. The way this film is made, it's like loads of just long shots of just people sitting and silence, and it's just awkward. Awkward is how I describe it, because it's all these single people who cannot find couples, and they all have really funny, quirky traits about them. For example, Ben Whishaw tells a great story about how his mother didn't make it out of the hotel, so she was turned into a wolf, and he jumped into her into her enclosure and was attacked.
He has
a limp. And he got married to...
That's funny.
Yeah, it's very funny. And then he got married to a woman, and this bit where he gets sad, he got married to a woman who has a limp as well, and she died. So now he's in the hotel, and he's really weird. He's amazing in this. And then John... Yeah, I
feel like I'm a Ben Whishaw on that movie. If I was single, I feel like I'd be like him, as in his motivations and in his.
Oh yeah, he's very smart.
Where he goes.
He's very smart in it. And then John C. Reilly is fucking.
John C. Reilly, for him to do that movie,
isn't it the weirdest thing that?
When he showed up, I was like, John C. Reilly.
But then I was like, perfect. Like, okay, so the idea is that he has a lisp and he is so funny. He doesn't have.
I want to be a parrot.
There's a great scene where they talk about their animals, and Ben Whishaw starts giving out to them over what they choose to be. That was
Ashley Jensen. Do you know she's blonde? She's a British actress.
The one who slaps a girl.
Yeah, she's the. I don't know. He sits beside her on the bus. They sit beside each other on the bus.
Oh
she
yeah,
talks and
the one who.
I love her. Yeah, I love her.
She was a small pepper. She was great as well.
She's in Nativity.
Our favourite movie of all time.
She plays the girlfriend in Nativity.
Oh, that bitch! That skank.
Yeah, he plays.
Okay, well,
that's very.
We'll get back to Nativity. Yeah. They're actually pretty similar in tone. So it was so interesting. So the thing was, there was a really cool thing. I just want to get to before I forget that The Lobster was all filmed in Ireland. But there was a scene of it, a great scene that took place in the shopping centre right down the road from us, in Blanchardstown Shopping Centre, and your sister was there as well.
My sister's in it, and...
Is she actually in?
No, she's in shot. Yeah, she's in shot.
That's really funny.
There's a scene with, I don't know, Colin Farrell talking to a security officer.
Yes.
And my sister walks by. But
in the background. There was someone who walked with the camera.
She had to go with someone because the whole plot is there's couples.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So as an extra, I presume you have to be.
Oh yeah. So the idea is that the city once you're released from the hotel and you find a partner and then you get moved to so you start off in a single room by yourself. You find a partner and you're moved to a double room, and then if you stay with them for long enough, you get moved to a yacht where you spend 2 weeks with them. And then if there's a really funny bit where they're like, if you're having troubles, we'll give you a kid that usually fixes things.
And the maids are very funny.
The maid. I don't even want to spoil that because that bit's really funny in the movie. He's like, this is torture.
What they do, yeah. For me though,
the best part was that they didn't have any like emotions, if you know what I mean. They were also emotionless, but it was so powerful.
Yeah,
like it was so powerful, and it's never like
girl.
Huh?
The nosebleed girl.
Hilarious. That was so funny. And Ben Whishaw.
Yeah. The thing. Okay.
Oh god, I love him.
I really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah. What did you think of the third act? Is that what you're going to talk about? Second and third act.
Both. Halfway.
Okay. Yeah.
They go into a woods.
Yeah.
And I did lose interest.
So it kind of changes, yeah.
It's still great, but it wasn't like a 10 out of 10 like the first half.
See, the interesting thing is I that's a lot of people's complaints, but that's when Rachel Weisz comes into it, and I love Rachel Weisz. I thought she was so good.
And I like all the acting is brilliant.
Yeah,
I
the performance.
I do think it could have been cut down 20 minutes.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I feel like the director looked at this though, and he was like, "This is exactly how I want it."
Yeah.
I feel like he thought this was the
Not true.
perfect film. But see, I loved kind of the message of it, because like the message on both sides was equally as powerful. Because when they're in the woods,
there's a bit of a weird message where it's like, is it this or is it that?
Yeah, but it's like both parties are so adamant on being, and that was really interesting because that's something I kind of noticed and I kind of think about often, and it was just very so like thinking about that a lot. When it slowed down, I would just start thinking about it again. And
but the thing is, I didn't
slow down.
like the wood scene. I really like the ending. The last 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I love the last 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like,
I love
it's
the last
still a brilliant film. Like to say,
yeah.
oh well, I didn't really like the wood scene. It's not that I disliked it, I did zone out.
No, you know what it was for me is that the hotel was so interesting because in like every line of dialogue you'd learn about some new like rule they had or some new like idea that this society has, and it was really interesting. Like the yacht thing was really interesting. The hunt thing they have to it's really funny. The couples every night or something they pack onto a bus in the middle of the night with like tranquilizer darts, and they go into the woods and start hunting all the loners who have ran away from the hotel. I presume.
I think I'd be a loner. But the loners,
I would not survive.
Think of the loners.
I would turn into it.
I don't want to ruin it, but the loners have a weird outlook on it. They're not loners as in they can't find anyone.
They're loners as in they want to be. That was the thing though, because
that was weird for me.
Okay, so the message of the film is very clearly it's about like society like pushing relationships on people.
Yeah,
right?
it's not as if they didn't want to go to the hotel.
But I think what I think about it is, so the hotel idea is that it's the idea of like our modern society saying everyone has to be in a relationship. Like if you're not in a relationship, you're weird. But then the loners, my thing is like it's all the single people who are like oh, if you're in a relationship, you're trapped. Like you're weighed down by your spouse. So I think it was like both sides of the party being so like objectified to each other. I thought it was really interesting. So when it was in the woods and it slowed down, I just kept thinking about that idea, and I just was always interested by it.
Yeah, no. It is good. Like it's a brilliant film.
It's such a brilliant film.
You can't say that.
Do you remember? Oh wait, I have a really good question. I want to forget. What animal would you be?
Oh, I've had this. I've had it.
I love the bit where they talk about they're like everyone picks a dog. That's why the world is filled with dogs. I was like, yeah, of course you pick a dog.
My mom said monkey.
Monkey, interesting. I haven't even thought about it.
See, I don't like the sea, so I didn't. The lobster thing, I was like, I get it, but
I think I would pick a bird.
That's what my brother said. A hawk.
Because even if you like the sea, you could just go fly around.
My brother said a hawk.
A hawk, cool.
Yeah, but I want to be at home. So a cat. What the animal that lives the longest that is a house pet. That's the animal.
Interesting.
I don't want to be.
You want to be a dog. You just want to be a dog, don't you?
Yeah. To be honest, it's the easiest.
Oh, the bit with the dog. There's a whole plot with the dog, and it was so sad.
His dog. That whole plot. I was in stitches.
Oh, you thought it was funny? Did you watch it in the theater?
No.
Really? Because I didn't laugh a lot. I thought there were a lot of funny. There was one bit that made me laugh.
It's a black comedy. I just.
Did you notice? Did you notice? Yeah. It kind of feels like that. Did you notice the guy from The Office in it? The fat guy. Who's does the target practice? He's like, no wonder the targets are shaped like single people. That was really funny.
I like him.
That bit.
No, we know when you're in the office when you want to go into America.
No.
And he's like, he's so boring. His questions are.
Oh, in The Office.
Yeah, his questions. Oh, those questions are so boring. I love that.
I do remember that. Dawn, is that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like.
That was so funny.
Yeah, traffic got tough over there. The questions are so boring.
And he doesn't move at all.
Yeah, I love him.
I don't think he's been in anything since that. since The Lobster. I thought, I don't know, I just loved it so much. I just thought it was so, like, it was such a breath of fresh air. Because do you remember the very beginning with the woman driving in her car? And she gets out and shoots the horse? Mm-hmm. That just like I was like okay, I'm in for it now. I was like I turned my phone off. I just put the screen on. I was like I'm
that was a real what the fuck.
I was like, you have me. That was
real.
Got
what the.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no.
The thing I was talking about was
it's such a good plot. It's like Eternal Sunshine or Truman Show. All those Jim Carrey films. Those serious shit. That kid's really smart.
It's so brilliant.
It's clever.
And
it could be too clever for its own good, but it's clever.
Maybe. Well, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of cool though, because it definitely like deters all the people it doesn't want to watch the film. Like all the people are like, oh fuck this. Like they're not the people he made it for. Like he did not want them to watch the film, which is cool. I appreciate that. Let me just check this recording. It is. All right, we're doing good. But I don't know. I was just so happy to watch it. I was enjoying every second of it. Like even when I maybe wasn't supposed to.
It's one of the best.
The bit there's a great scene where all the single people break back into the hotel and they go up to the manager's room. Do you remember that scene? That was great. Yeah. That was amazing. And they go onto the boat with Ben Whishaw. So funny. So fucking funny.
This like when you go through it, even the wood scene, like, but that scene, that scene's so good, and then but then I'm like, oh, that was kind of out of it watching it, but
maybe. Yeah.
But no, just it's kind of like. Well, I know we don't want to go into this. Room.
Yes.
When it does get out, it does lose it, but it's still brilliant.
Oh, I personally wouldn't even find that. Room is like maybe my favorite.
That's the Lobster for me. As in, it's still brilliant.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, I think
they're both A24 films. A24 makes all the best films. Swiss Army Man.
Okay, the Lobster goes a bit further, as in boring. Not boring, just zoning out.
Yeah.
Slow.
Yeah.
Room, I was always into it. It was just not as good as its first act. Its first half.
Yeah.
I just don't think it is, personally.
Yeah, no, the Lobster does have...
Lobster's a bit more drastic than the Room for me.
Mm-hmm.
The Room.
Maybe the wood scene is even supposed to be boring. I don't know, but I did find the same thing. Like if it cut like 5 minutes out of it, it would be like grand. It'd be like perfect. There was a really funny scene as well when they go to the parents' house and they're playing the song for them. That was very funny.
Yeah. But it's really like Coen Brothers or Wes Anderson.
It definitely had a style.
It's real independent.
Like if I saw another film from that guy and I didn't know it was him, I presume I could be able to tell.
It's pretty quirky and
I loved how long they held all the shots for. Like the best example is that first shot when he's sitting in the chair.
You're like,
is there a bisexual option?
Yeah,
that
is
also,
there a bisexual option?
That was just amazing. It's just like letting the actors, like trusting the actors that they know what they're doing and just letting them do it.
Farrell, I love Colin Farrell.
He's perfect. He's so good. Man. I could watch him do his job forever.
I don't know, this movie can't get Oscars, can it? Because it came out October.
Oh no,
in Ireland.
Oh wait, it came out ages ago at a film festival.
It came out in Ireland October.
Its film festival releases
last year. It came out in May in the US.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's too independent to get Oscars.
I don't
it's
care.
Too.
It doesn't make a difference for me.
It's too small for me. I think to get.
Maybe I don't know. Oscars. I don't really know how that works.
Is that your favourite of the year?
Lobster. Mm-hmm. No, my favourite of the year has been The Nice Guys. Shane Black.
Nice Guys.
That was incredible. I might talk about that next week.
Nice Guys.
We saw it together.
I saw Nice Guys with you. Yeah.
You loved it.
I always think of him punching the glass.
That is so funny. I watched a great video. I'm going to send you later.
I do. I did like. I've loved a lot of movies this year. Nice Guys.
I don't think I've seen. Oh no, I have seen so many films.
Not love. I just really enjoyed Nice Guys, Cloverfield,
10 Cloverfield Lane,
Civil War.
I like Civil War.
Deadpool.
Oh, there was one I was thinking about. Oh, The Conjuring 2 was the other one I thought I was going to talk about today because I really love James Wan. That was one of my favourites of the year as well.
I liked Conjuring 2.
I
didn't love it. I didn't love it, but I did really like it.
I might talk about The Nice Guys and The Conjuring 2 next week. I shouldn't have said that because now I'm probably going to have to do it. But I don't know, we'll figure it out.
That's everything.
That was a good...
I think Sing Street, favourite of the year. I have to watch Sing Street. Sing Street's favourite of the year.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Sing Street.
100%.
Oh, really?
100%. Like, I loved it.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I know, you're like, you're going to have to watch it.
I have to watch it.
I want to watch it. It's School Rock. It's like, baby, we've been making... I'm like, yes!
Alright,
like,
so
yes.
I gotta go watch some David Copperfield shows now.
Some David Copperfield.
This episode's gonna have to be called something to do with David Copperfield. That's too funny. I forgot to find out his name. Fuck. That guy was so good.
The actor.
Was it something Harbour? Was that? Oh, wait.
What, the actor?
I don't know.
This is Katana. This is Katana.
Slipknot.
Alright,
it's gonna be right here. David Harbour. He played Jim Hopper, not Copper, and not Copperfield.
I said Hooper.
That
was close.
Well, that was a bad guess at his name from me. Now, we struggled to start this podcast, but how do you end it?